Hey, I'm Eugene and I build and rank websites. So we're at video number 3. We're looking at solar websites as solar installers in Melbourne, or just solar websites that are at the top of Google. Video number 1, we looked at keyword volumes, who's typing in solar installer Melbourne, solar installer in general. We found some lead gen sites, so these are big sites that just they sell cost per lead basically. And then I picked out some sites that we just did a video on builders. We had a look at what are the top builders websites in Melbourne that are ranking. We had a look at their elements, obviously big sites. We're essentially seeing what Google is choosing at the top. So I'm not going to sort of dive into too much detail. So a Tesla electrician was one of the sites that we picked out when we were doing keyword search volumes. So let's have a look. So these guys obviously rank for, what was it, solar installer, and we made a decision to look at them. So that's right, Lightning Solar were first on maps, on the 3-pack of maps. They're pretty far away from me as well. So there's something that they're doing that Google likes their website. And then on the organics, you've got these two directories. No, Tesla. Sorry, we're looking at this one. I chose, because I looked at these guys as well. Actually, let's have a look at them really, really quickly, because I like when I'm far away from these guys and they're ranking number 1 on maps. I had a look at this. Looks like this website has been rebuilt, because I was looking at their numbers and there was a bit of a... So there wasn't much going on here. And then up they go. I love seeing this, because this shows that a site built probably started, end of 2019. They started to take their SEO seriously. They started publishing text, blogs. Up they go. I mean, that's only sitting on 112 visitors per month, but that's a great result. Anything that looks like that means Google is beginning to notice this website over another. They've got 123 backlinks. There was one thing I found when I go way back machine, and we look at, I looked at the way their website was some time back, and so the first variation of this looked like this, and so this is an awesome segue to explain why Facebook ads might be an effective way to get business in the space. So this is what their old website looked like. Take advantage of Australia's greatest asset, free sunshine, obviously some sort of a cashback, the Australian government solar rebate offer. So we'll pause for a second, because we've been talking about websites. Websites are at the top. We've been talking about Google ads. So Google ads is when somebody's searching for a certain keyword. You can go and bid and pay for that keyword to make sure whoever's searching for it lands onto your website. Facebook ads are very, very different. Facebook ads are intrusive marketing. So people are not looking for what you're trying to push. You're trying to sell them solar. So what you might do in this space, you might target Queensland, for example. Obviously lots of sun. There's lots of sun everywhere, but hypothetically speaking, you can run an ad just for Brisbane or any of the cities of Queensland, and you can show them a landing page that looks like this. You'll say, the Queensland government is doing solar rebates. It's this price. And enough people will look at that and they'll ask, hey, do I need this? And there'll be enough of them to inquire. And then it's just a matter of cost per lead. How much are you paying for the advertising to get how much business back? It just ends up being a numbers game, exactly like Google ads. But with Google ads, so Google ads, you're obviously someone's looking for something, so definitely worthwhile, like solar installer. But some of those clicks are quite expensive. So Facebook ad is just another way of doing it. If we go back to builders, would this strategy work for builders? Probably not as much. Because if you think about it, you're more likely to be able to sell a solar installation to someone than a new home construction to someone. So the numbers are just going to be that you're better off spending that money on a Google ad. So once again, builders, Google ads. Solar, both. Google ads first, secondary is Facebook ads, and of course you need a website and some sort of a strategy to climb the ranks. let's actually have a look at this website. So I'm not a big fan of this. This doesn't have any SEO elements, doesn't have a H1, does have good H2s, and so obviously click into the Melbourne. So this is the main page for the Melbourne area. Once again, no H1 as well. So look, they'll hit a cap and they just won't overtake websites that do have their on-page elements sorted out. They do have a H1, they do have the other elements. I'm going to keep an eye on this website and see where it goes. Let's have a look at the next one. It was Tesla, electrician. Why these guys? So if you go solar installer, these guys were the first business over the two directories, the two lead gen sites. Let's have a look at these guys. So first things first, we have a look how big the website is. 70 pages. Let's have a look and see if we can find any dirty pages. This looks like something's not right. Legal, commercial. These look like all service pages, but this is PDF. Okay, that makes sense. So from what I can see, there's no real SEO campaign happening here. Let's have a look at blogs. Blogs don't necessarily mean SEO. It's just a sign, hey, do they take their supporting content seriously? FAQ. I might put this through Screaming Frog really quickly. And while that's loading, so just a very basic FAQ. So not much going on here. I don't think there's an ongoing SEO campaign here, but they are on page 1. They're sitting at 51 visitors per month. So not doing too good. Sort of up and down, up and down. Yeah, there's no real active SEO campaign happening with this website. But just goes to show what kind of pages make it on page 1. So this tells me they've got 1,300 keywords, links from 96 websites. Let's have a look at those websites. Those numbers seem a bit off. They've got a blog spot. So there is some sort of a link acquisition campaign, or was at some stage. Maybe the website came with, X amount of months or just upfront work of SEO. So we're looking at their backlinks now. These look like just direct directories, internationallander.edu, Teddy News. This could be a press release. We're about to find out. So I've just clicked on the business opportunities, so directories. What's going on here? This looks like a comment link. So you can get links in comments. Pretty dirty stuff. Directory. What is this? What, this just goes to their website. This is some weird. An actual news, business opportunities. No, this could be like a niche edit or a press release. I'm just naming the SEO terms for these types of mentions from other websites. So here's a directory, of course. So this tells me that there's not much. Obviously, I need to spend more time. Forum, comments. So it's like there has been an attempt at SEO. Gosh, I hope they're not actively paying for it. I mean, this is just dirty stuff. This is just a directory of whatever. But that's why they're not really doing too much on the rankings. My suggestion would be get your supporting content rolling. I explained in the last video in detail how supporting content should be, how long it should be. This is meant to be, I mean, if that's on the home page, then that's good. We want more of those so we can overtake them. Let's have a look at this one over here. So this was a lead gen site. This will be very powerful, I imagine. So solar quotes, probably getting thousands of, I think I remember it was 100 and something thousand a month. These guys, this will have some solid SEO behind it. So I'm interested to see what we're about to find. Putting it through Screaming Frog. All right, Ahrefs. Remember, this is the conservative one. 118,000 visitors a month. 280,000 backlinks sent from 2,000 different websites. Wow. You could tell that they're actively doing stuff. There's content being loaded onto the website. Google is recognizing that content and sending them traffic, which means it's good content. Not sure what happened here. Maybe they had a change of URL structure. Maybe they rebuilt a new website. I'm not going to dive into it. But obviously they fought back with their supporting content and Google reacted, but they've been dipping. Dipping just means that, well, there could genuinely be less traffic looking for this keywords, which makes sense with COVID. Or dipping could mean that our competitors are starting to chip away at their keywords and now competitors are getting that traffic. Could mean a lot of reasons without properly dissecting. So solar quotes, wow, what an awesome keyword to rank for. That's well done, guys. Solar quotes, that is a hard keyword. You know, so you're saying that gets more traffic than solar installers? Does it really? Yeah, wow. It's like people know that's the term to look for. So that's really what you want to rank for, man. That will have some hectic sites at the top, and obviously solar quotes is number one. Well, their URL is solar quotes. That's the keyword. Well done, guys. So that I imagine that's someone like an SEO, so someone that actively does SEO. That's the way they're making money. Australian solar quotes, your solar quotes. That's the keyword. Solar choice. So these are all lead gen sites, I imagine. Wow, that's a little bit spamskis, but hey, it must work. What do we got? Oh, that must be a big site since we're still crawling it. 19,000 pages. I imagine they have pages for every suburb. Reviews. Solar panel Newcastle. Yep, Newcastle. Well, not suburb, maybe suburb. Just having a look at some. What is this? Yeah, it looks like directory. Directory, very powerful stuff. These websites, hard to really go up against them. I might not review the next one because the next one's very, very similar. Let's have a look at their on page. How are their titles going? I would imagine on point. Yep, solar and battery quotes. They're the keywords. Let's have a look at their blog very quickly. So November 30th. This went up today. What? How many blogs a day? Almost every day. There's blogs going up. Let's have a look at this one. So why your solar feed? That's targeting. What's going on here? Is that a suburb? I don't know. Maybe it is. Yeah, look how long internal links. Mission Impossible. Linking to other authority websites. Great SEO. H1 is good. H2s are good. They got graphics. Wow, how many words is this? 3,200 words. This is the kind of stuff that ranks. Not only ranks, it proves to Google you guys know your stuff. They got a sidebar which they're sending more SEO juice to those pages. This is beautiful. It's like this is what you want to. Solar energy's role in a more sustainable Wollongong. So these are geo blogs. Well done. So let's have a look at this one. So it's sort of like news, but externally linking to Wollongong, New South Wales, interlinking to another page, interlinking to Wollongong government, climate. Oh wow, well done. I love this. But this text, this is more so on the news. Still 1,100 words. This is the renewable energy sharing benefits for workers. That sort of news. I'm sure they have like more SEO stuff. What are we doing? Wow, it's still crawling. We've crawled 718 pages. I'm not going to find any mistakes. I'm not looking for mistakes. No missing page titles. Wow. 71 meta descriptions missing. I imagine they're like pagination. Yep. So it's like when these things, so page 2, page 3, page 4, where it's generated by the system. So that's fine. They're mistakes that you can make. Missing H1s, categories, that's fine. So they're not actual pages. It's a a category, a blog category, missing H2 is not a big deal. Reviews, so it's on their review pages. For example, this page here, it's missing a H2, not a big thing, not a big deal. I mean, a site like this, let's have a look. Yeah, they got a H1 and a H3, but no H2. I think that was just an accident. Maybe worthwhile for them to look into it. I'm not going to spend any more time on this. It makes sense why this ranks. Hundreds of blogs, maybe thousands, probably solid FAQs answering all the typical questions on good solar guide, batteries. Look at this. These are like FAQs on these questions. Wow, each one of those was an FAQ. Get out of here. Look at this. Each one of those is an FAQ. Great work. Let's move on to the next. Let's go to lighting solar. Isn't that the one that I looked at before? I did. Let's find another one. Solar quotes. I mean, that's a term that you're only going to get lead gen sites. I don't want that. So let's do solar installer near me. How are we going for time? 16 minutes. Okay. I don't intend for my videos to be this long. It just happens. Solar again. Lead gen. Solar power Melbourne location. So obviously they've got a lot of pages since there's a dedicated page for Melbourne. This looks like, okay, solar again. Okay. Not sure what's going on there. Let's have a look at what they're getting in terms of traffic. And let's see what their website's made out of. They've got a chat going on. Great. 20,000 visitors a month. Great achievement. What happened here? Obviously, they took their SEO seriously. Maybe they changed SEO agencies. We could probably look back in Wayback Machine. Solar gain. Got it. Yep. Well, I mean, they got brand recognition. I never heard of them, but not that I'm a solar specialist. 7,000 backlinks from 488 websites. Let's have a look at some of these backlinks. So backlinks are mentions from other websites. Obviously, some sort of a radio station. Maybe they jumped on the radio with them for a little bit, like a talk show. Taking a while to load. I'm out of there. That's bounce rate right there. It's like it takes too long to load. Directory Vault, obviously a directory website. Olympic Kingsway Sports Club. I imagine they're sponsoring these guys. So this stuff is really good because it's a local community club. It's such a good way to build links, build mentions. Links are meant to be from the same niche, but it's like that's like a geo link. NQ Electrical, linking to them. So maybe a partner site, maybe it's their other side business, or they've worked together. But you're telling me the homepage is linking to them? Where are you visiting from? Nowhere. Are these guys everywhere, are they? Let's quickly, yeah, I'm going to stop this other call. That other site is still going. Let's clear it. Let's check out solar again. Let's quickly have a look at how where was it? How big is this site? (1,800 pages). These are all pretty big sites. Like my advice here is, I mean, that's why they're at the top again, I guess. Like if you're going to go up against them, you got to niche down, find that suburb. Just like the builder in Brighton that talked about the other suburbs, build Elwood, build a Caulfield, so he knew exactly where he wants to be. What's their on page like? H1 solar panels, so that they all they care about is solar panels. So solar power, solar. Okay, so it sounds like that's the keyword they're trying to gun for. Solar panels, solar hot water, solar inverters. So they're the keyword that they're trying to go for. So what I might look at really, actually not on this video. I'll look at it on the other one. I was going to do a surfer audit. are we going? This is just calling their website. Let's have a look at, so whole bunch of missing H2s, no missing H1s. So that means their SEO is pretty much on point. 26 missing meta descriptions, but what is this? Oh yeah, these are legit pages that are missing meta descriptions. Let's have a look. But like, they're obviously doing really well, but this page is missing meta, so maybe one for them to fix. What I might do, might just try to find another website. Solar installer near me. Title Solar Solutions, Melbourne, Victoria. So these guys are only targeting Melbourne, Victoria. Let's just zoom in. How are we going with traffic, backlinks, mentions from other websites? 613 visitors. So if you think about it, they're just targeting Melbourne, just targeting Victoria. I mean, that's a good amount of traffic, I guess. It depends on what those visitors are coming for. So Solar Panels Melbourne, they rank number 6. Total Solar Solutions, that rank number 1. 200 people looking for them. So they do have brand recognition. Solar Melbourne ranked 2. That's a good keyword. So Solar Panels Melbourne. But the intent there is, someone that sells panels, not so much sometimes someone that installs panels. Solar Installer Melbourne, there you go. So they're hovering on page 1. So there's something that their website has that Google generally likes, because they rank for a range of keywords. Let's quickly do a Screaming Frog review. Let's have a look at. Once again, these audits are just on a really, really basic level. 238 pages. Okay, that seems doable. Blogs. How does this? Let's have a look at these blogs. Categories. You kind of want to de-index them. So if we remove the categories, there will be less pages. String inverter. Blogs. Okay, so we've got some good blogs going up. Well, some blogs. First thing I'm looking at, yep, they have correctly internally linked. That's internal anchor text that takes you to the home page. Means they want their home page to rank for solar panel installed. Not sure if that's wise, because you should have a dedicated page. They've got a YouTube video. Great. This looks like a bit short. So my advice, needs more text. 17 words. If you want to find a cheeky way to get more text on the page, add the sidebar, because that text will be somewhat relevant. Let's have a look at some of their other blogs. Internally linked again. That's linking to another blog. Solar system to the home page. So they really want that home page to rank for solar panels, solar system, but you just need to be careful how you pick your pages. Don't just send links everywhere. So we're looking at internal links now. So a bit more text, 1,000 words of text on this. H1 is good. Let's have a look at how many blogs and how often they're going up. So here's all their blogs, no dates, page 8. So 1, 2, 3, how many was one? It's about 10. So they got about 80 blogs. You tell me they are taking this stuff pretty seriously. My suggestion is those blogs are just not long enough. Updates, if you have a 3-phase, the importance of servicing a solar system, that's a cool one. The type in, the keyword might be servicing solar systems. That image is too small. That's sort of news. I mean, I don't imagine this being very long. Yep, it's not interlinked very well. I'd put a YouTube video on all the blog posts. Just Google love it when you promote their stuff. That looks like a Russian dude, so it looks like a Russian. Anyway, I'm just having a fiddles. All right. Let's go have a look at their backlinks. So there was a total. Yeah. So 348 backlinks. Let's see what I call juicing this website up. So it's sending signals to Google that, hey, this website is important. I'm worried about that. Topmillion.net, directories. So far, nothing special. This looks somewhat genuine. Maybe. Depends where the link is. The solar industry will keep growing. I wonder if it's a link in here or if it's a link in the comments. This looks like a directory. Whoa. You do not want a link on this website. Whatever's going on there needs to be taken down. Another shitty, shouldn't swear, directory. All sites, another directory, another directory, another directory. D-look, I think that was a directory. LG Energy. Interesting. What is this? LG. Nice work. So how is there a link? There we go. There's a link. Commercial solar systems from LG Energy. That is a good link. This looks like a genuine website. However they got that link, well done. That is the first good link that I've seen on their website. Everything else seems cheap. I'm not saying it doesn't have its place. SEO site checkup. These are all directories. Solar quotes. Wait, what? Isn't solar quotes a... Aha, because of course solar quotes is like a directory. They're mentioning them. I wonder if it's a do follow. Is it a do follow or no follow backlink? Okay. Solar quotes mentioning them. Don't want to click on that. Great. I mean, that's definitely doable. So 5-6 months naturally building, 20, 30 average to poor quality links. You could match this website with what they're doing off page, which is 345 backlinks. There could be links that are hidden. There's a lot of interesting stuff that happens in our community. It's quite easy to hide certain strategies. I'm just sort of touching the surface of how this stuff works. Other than that, great website, great direction. Are they naturally building backlinks though? Because you want, obviously. Yep. Every month, new backlinks coming on. Traffic's not really reacting. That might mean they've got cannibalization. So all of a sudden we go 1,400 visitors to 900. That tells me that Google is getting confused with something. So what could be happening there is you might have two pages on your website that are gunning for the same keywords. We saw before they have a blog and it's powering up the homepage for solar panels. They might have a dedicated page for solar panels, for example. LG is their supplier. Got it. That's why LG is linking out to them. Okay, residential solar. So here we go. Here we go. So I think there's a bit of cannibalization going on here. All of those blogs were powering up the homepage. The homepage being this, and the anchor text on those blogs was solar panels. This page is H1 is reduce your energy bills while building a cleaner and more sustainable future. Doesn't mention solar panels. Government incentives, no solar panels here. But those blogs are sending links to this page for the term solar panel. But then you have this page, which is targeting solar panel. I think Google is confused. It's confused which page on your website you actually want to show up if someone's looking for solar panels. And that explains with what probably is going on here. I haven't dived deeper. Obviously, you need a bit of analysis to really get to the bottom. But to go from 1,400 visitors to 800, then back, then it means that it's ranking at the top and then it gets dumped. It's ranking at the top and then it gets dumped. So Google is confused. It's just trying everything, I guess. Overall, I thought they're going hard on blogs, but obviously not. I think that's it. 30 minutes talking about solar websites. Solar was the suggestion was a priority to get solar leads would be build a website, target suburbs, solar installer near me. Make sure you Google my business listing has the keyword in there. Fill it out correctly. Start actively working on blogs and supporting content. Prove to Google your website is a trustworthy website on the topic of solar. Target local suburbs and keywords. Do like Melbourne solar calculations and installers. get backlinks, run Google ads, definitely Google ads. Facebook ads can do wonders if it's set up. Whereas builders, I suggest Google ads over Facebook ads. Any questions? Shoot me through if you run a solar business, let me have a look at your site. Happy to share my advice on what you can do to rank higher. We can look at some of the competitors and who we want to overtake, what keywords you want to rank for, and I can throw some strategies your way. Hopefully this has been helpful. Thank you for your time.
Nah, I done grew up around some people living their life in bottles, when they had the golden